Were you at home last night?
No, I went to Jim's house to watch a movie.
Which movie was it?
It was a comedy movie. I love comedies, don't you? John, were you at home last night?
Yes, I was.
Did you see the late TV program?
No, I didn't. I was busy with my homework. Was there anything interesting?
Yes, there were a few new music groups. It was interesting. Did you call Ben last night?
Yes, I tried to get a hold of him last night, but it was so difficult to get through.
That's strange. Maybe he was on the net.
That's probably it.
Hey, Ben, what happened to you yesterday? Were you at home last night?
Yes, but I was on the net.
I think you'd better get another line.
How was the movie?
It was great. But what did you do? Were you at home last night?
I sure was. I was watching a really interesting show on TV.
Wow, looks like we both had a good time last night, huh? Were you at home last night?
Yes, I was home alone.
What did you do by yourself?
I just played cards and watched some TV.
Were you at home yesterday?
No, we weren't.
Where were you?
We went out for dinner.
Oh, that's why nobody was answering the phone in your house.
Were you at home last night?
Yes, I was. Why do you ask?
I tried calling you, but no one picked up.
I ran out to the supermarket to get something. That must have been when you called. Were you at home last night?
Yeah, Bill was there too. We had a pretty fun time.
Let me guess. Watching movies?
No, we had an interesting game of chess.
Were you at home last night?
No, I wasn't.
Where were you?
I had to visit my grandmother in the hospital.
How is she doing?
She's getting better.
How are you doing, Jason?
Not bad.
Hey, I was calling you the whole evening yesterday. Were you at home last night?
Yes, I was. But my phone was broken. That's why you couldn't reach me.
Oh, I see. Were you at home last night reading a book?
No, I went out with Sally.
Where did you go?
Nowhere special. We just went for dinner and movie.
How have you been?
Great. How about you?
Very well. Were you at home last night? I tried calling a dozen times.
No, I wasn't at home. You should have called me on my cell phone.
By the way, what's your cell phone number? Is that your family album?
Yes, it is. You may have a look at it.
Oh, thanks. Who is that?
That's my grandfather.
Was your grandfather a doctor?
Yes, he was.
Really? How interesting. My grandfather was a doctor too.
You have a lot of books on medicine. Was your grandfather a doctor?
Yes, he was. He was a very famous doctor in our town.
Is the hospital across the road named after him?
Yes, he established that hospital. Who's that man in the picture on the wall?
He's my uncle.
Was he a mail carrier?
No, he wasn't.
What was he?
He was a police officer.
Was your grandfather a scientist?
Are you kidding? The man never picked up a book in his life.
Well then, what was his job?
He was a firefighter, and a pretty good one too. Was your grandfather an artist?
Yes, he was.
What sort of paintings did he paint?
He did a lot of portraits and things like that. Was your grandmother a cook?
She wasn't, but she could cook really well.
Can you cook well?
I can cook a little.
Was your mother a nurse?
She was and still is.
Which hospital does she work at?
She works at County Memorial Hospital. Was your aunt a lawyer?
No, she was a teacher.
Why doesn't she teach anymore?
She died last year. Was your grandfather a doctor?
No, he wasn't.
What was your grandfather?
He was an engineer.
Was your uncle a soldier?
He sure was. He served in Vietnam.
He must have had a hard time.
Not my uncle. He's pretty tough. Was your grandmother a housewife?
Pretty much, but she could cook really well.
What sort of food did she cook?
She could make the best apple pie. Excuse me, was your grandfather a doctor?
No, he wasn't. He was a pilot in World War II.
That's nice. My grandfather was a doctor. He too served in World War II.
I'm proud of my grandfather.
I am too.
Hello, Anne. How are you?
Not really good. I'm a bit sick.
Oh, that's why I didn't see you for a few days. Did you go to school yesterday?
No, I didn't. I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's bad. Yesterday was a holiday. We didn't go to school. Did you go to school yesterday?
Yes, we did, but we didn't study. We had a festival with many different contests and other forms of entertainment.
Was it interesting?
Yes, it was very interesting, especially the singing contest. Did you go to school yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I was sick yesterday.
Did you have a fever?
No, I had a bad cold, so my mom said I had to stay home.
Did you get a new bike, Mike?
No, I still got my old one.
My dad said he's going to get me a new one for my birthday.
Wow, you are lucky. Did you go to school yesterday?
No, I couldn't.
Why didn't you go?
I was sick.
Did you go to school the day before yesterday?
Yes, I went to school the day before yesterday. I was fine the day before yesterday. Did you go to Everland?
Of course I went yesterday.
Really? What rides did you go on?
I rode all the roller coasters and of course the Viking ship.
Weren't you scared?
Not at all. It was fun.
Lucky you. I always wanted to go to Everland.
Don't worry. You'll go someday.
I hope so. Did you eat breakfast?
No, I got up late, so I couldn't eat anything.
Why don't we go to Lotteria and have some rice burgers?
Good idea. Did you go to school yesterday?
Of course I did. You saw me, remember?
I was just wondering, did we have any homework for math class?
Math class? No, we didn't. Did you go to the zoo yesterday?
Of course. Our whole class went. Why didn't you go?
I wanted to, but I had a doctor's appointment. So my mom said I couldn't go.
That's too bad. We had a great time. I even saw a liger.
Liger? What's a liger?
You know, it's a half lion, half tiger.
Really? Do they exist?
I already told you I saw it.
Did you go to your grandparents' house last summer?
No, I didn't. I went to camp.
Was it fun?
It was fun. I was sick all day yesterday.
Did you go to school yesterday?
I wish I went to school yesterday. I had to go to the doctor. What happened in the school?
We played a game. It was really fun. Did you go to the movies yesterday?
Yes, I did.
What movie did you see?
Mission Impossible Part 3.
Part 3? Is there a part 3?
You think I made it up?
Okay, tell me what the story's about then, hotshot.
Let's see. There was this guy. Yeah. And then he met
You're a liar!
Actually, I didn't go to the movies yesterday. I had to go shopping with my mom.
Too bad, huh?
Yeah.